location change. Let's talk about going to medical school during a pandemic. Let's just have that conversation. Yeah, let's just have that conversation. I am now obviously on executive level. Do you see the L-shaped desk? So that gives me the ability to talk about things, the ability to get it done. Oh, yes. I don't even know what the point of me saying that was, but what we're going to get done today is talking about what it's like to go to medical school during a pandemic and how honestly it sucks a lot. Like, it's cool, but it sucks so much. Mainly, what sucks about it is not being around anyone ever. Literally ever. The most people I've been around is 50 people. Yeah, maybe 54. I don't know. It's just not that many. That's the amount of my classmates that I've seen in person. It's 50. That's it. And I've been in school since August. Which, it makes sense. Yeah, of course I'm not supposed to be seeing these people. It's a pandemic. It's panoramic. Because last year was, started medical school, did a whole semester. It was just so different because I at least got to see what people looked like, and I had an idea of who was in my class, and it was just a lot easier to make friends with other people because you could see them regularly. You could see them in the library all the time, or just like in different places and stuff. So it was like, come in. Hello.
Hey, don't forget we have that mandatory trial.
Oh, yeah, true. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Okay, yeah, that's another thing. Like, all my stuff is mandatory, so all my stuff is mandatory. All my stuff is virtual, so it's just weird and different not being able to go to lectures in person. I mean, I could go to lectures in person if I wanted to, but it's just odd that, like, I honestly have no idea how I'm going to go back to going to stuff in person and not going to things on Zoom. This is a whole rant that I don't even know. I don't even know where this rant is going, honestly. But it's just like, I just don't know. The transition to doing this was hard. The transition away from doing this is going to also be difficult. That's the hard part about this. It's all going to be difficult. And I like being virtual because I like having a lot of control over my schedule. I can do whatever I want to do whenever I want to do it, and that's really nice. Like, is it worth being able to have this much control over my schedule? I don't know if it is. Is it worth the sacrifices that I've made in friendships and in learning and in personal interactions with people? I don't know. I don't know if it is. Because I'm a pretty introverted person normally. I struggle to make friends with people. And I say I'm an introverted person, and I realize that I literally have a YouTube channel and I'm talking. But right now, it's not like I'm talking to people. It's like I'm talking to a camera. That's literally what I'm doing. I'm looking at my camera and my ring light. That's different than, like, talking to people in person. I really struggled with being lonely first semester. Had a really big issue with that. I mean, now I'm kind of used to it, and sometimes I do feel alone or on the outside of things. And I do wish that I had more friends, but it's like I'm okay. And I still had friends before. Like, I think that's a really big difference with me is I had friends from last year, so that was cool and that was nice. But, like, I mean, I already don't see them that much anymore because they're studying for boards. So where does that leave me? And that kind of sucks. And then the other part of that sucks is all the people that I was friends with, they're all moving on to their lives, and they're still around, of course, but now it's like, wow, they're like we're like really not on the same level. Like we really aren't doing the same thing anymore, and we won't be ever again. Not ever again, but like we won't be for 3 more years, 2 more years. It's kind of weird. And it kind of drives me to connect more with my classmates, but how am I supposed to do that? It's hard. And then it's also just kind of hard because like these are not things that I can't discuss the difficulties of my day-to-day life with anyone who's not in medical school because they don't really understand it, and that's totally fine. I wouldn't expect anyone to. It's a very unique, very odd experience, and unless you've been in medical school or you like work at a medical school, then you probably don't know. And so that's also where like the loneliness comes back into play. And I don't know how that impacts the mental health of the people in my class, or even mine for that much. This was just a short video. Just wanted to come on here and talk about this, I guess. Well, 1 like equals, man, I don't even want to do this right now. Man, just like this video, okay? It helps me out a lot. It really does. It's super helpful, and it tells YouTube that it should, turn me into a big YouTuber. Okay? We all want that. So, like the video. I'll see you next week.